What's happening, man? What's happening? What's cracking, Bill? What's happening? What's happening? Ready for the real deal? Hit that like button for me, bro. Wow. What's up, unicorns? What's cracking? Another day, another dollar, man. Another day, another dollar. Trump means business. Let's start with this one, man. Let's start with this one. Hit that like button, man. Alright, I'm gonna get to your email in a minute. What's up, Kim? Man kicks down door, shoots ex-girlfriend dead as she lays with 4-year-old daughter. Where did this happen? West Houston. I'm trying to. It's a story out of Chicago that I wanted to share with y'all. But hold on. Let me see something. Did I send it to myself? I think I might have sent it to myself. How's the audio? How's the audio, guys? Damn, I didn't send it to myself. I never sent it. Hey, how's the audio? Good. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. So, Trump couldn't get there. Massa Trump couldn't get to the plantation fast enough to save this little 3-year-old girl, man. Trump couldn't get to the plantation fast enough. Massa Trump was on his horse. He got a letter saying that the Negroes was back at the plantation acting the fool. Massa Trump hopped on his fastest horse and sped back to the plantation. But he didn't get there fast enough. These motherfuckers are shooting kids. Niggas shoot more kids than anybody. Niggas shoot kids like a... Well, this just happened today in Chicago. A funeral shot up yesterday. A 3-year-old shot today. Don't these niggas know? Somebody asked me, I think it was on Twitter or something, like, why are they acting like this? Why the niggas is acting like this when they know Trump is just gonna bring the feds in? I said, these niggas don't care about none of that shit. These niggas don't give a fuck. Oh yeah, somebody asked me why did they shoot up the funeral even though the police was there? Why did they shoot up the funeral even if the police was there? These niggas don't give a fuck. These niggas don't give a fuck. Yeah. What's up, Deshaun? I don't know about that. They ain't gonna run the feds off. They might piss the feds off. I know they gonna piss the feds off. I know they gonna do that. I know they ain't gonna make it easy for the feds, but the feds got endless resources, man. That's a war that the Chicago gangs can't win. And listen, the feds not trying to make it so nobody gets murdered. They just want it to be like reasonable. You dig what I'm saying? It's not gonna be 0 murders in Chicago after the feds get there. Okay? So don't think of it like that. It's not gonna be like, well, there wasn't a killing in 2 weeks. No. Niggas is still gonna do their shit. But they wanna push that shit off. They wanna make it to where look, you motherfuckers, it gotta be reasonable, man. It's gotta be reasonable, motherfuckers. This shit they doing now, just shooting kids and shit left and right. They shooting kids damn near every day in Chicago. What up, everybody? What's going on? Yeah, I mean, that seems like a normal thing to say, Tom. See, that seems like a normal thing to say. That you're tired of kids getting shot. Well, niggas ain't. The mayor ain't. Mayor Lightfoot ain't tired of it. She ain't tired of it. Niggas ain't tired of it. As much as they talk about how melanin, gives you compassion, niggas don't care about no children getting shot unless it's one of their children. Hello? Most niggas don't care about a child getting shot unless it's one of their children. Hello? Okay? A child getting shot don't really mean nothing. As much as Nick Cannon talked about, hit that like button too, man. As much as Nick Cannon, and mods, post the link, mods. As much as Nick Cannon talked about compassion and shit and goodness that melanin give niggas, the average nigga don't care about none of this shit unless it hit home. They don't give a fuck. South Shore. A 3-year-old girl was seriously injured in a shooting Wednesday morning.
The Chicago Park District taking the first step to rename Douglas Park amid back.
A 3-year-old girl was seriously injured in a shooting Wednesday morning in South Shore, Chicago, police said. According to police, around 12:45 a.m., the girl and her parents were driving on the 2400 block of East 74th Street when two unknown suspects standing on the corner fired shots at the direction of the vehicle. So she was in the car with her parents, riding down the street, and some niggas just were seeing the car and shot it up. You said the feds rounded up 200 gang members in Kansas City? Yeah, listen, man. This shit is sad, man. Just think about this. Some parents ride down the street with their 3-year-old daughter in the car. Some niggas standing on the corner see them and just shoot up their car. That shit don't have nothing to do with gang shit. That's not gang stuff. That's just random violence. Senseless, evil violence. Just to shoot into a car. Now dudes might have been paranoid because they standing on the block. They paranoid. They probably seen a car they didn't know, but damn. The 3-year-old suffered a gunshot wound to the head. So this little girl got shot in the head. She got shot in the fucking head. Now I'll get to that. They caught the guys. I'll get to that. They caught the people who killed them. The crackers who killed them guys. The parents flagged down another individual who drove them to Jackson Park Hospital. The girl was then transferred to the Comer Children's Hospital in serious condition. Neither parent was injured in the shooting. No one is in custody. It's currently unknown who was the intended target of the shooting. Area 1 detectives are investigating. All right. We got a donation. Oh, man. Salute, Kim W. Salute to you. Appreciate you. Thank you for the donation. Salute to you, bud. If you want to support the channel, you can support the channel via PayPal or via the Cash App. This shit is just so fucking annoying, man. 3-year-olds getting shot, like, goddamn, man. Like, seriously? You motherfuckers shot a 3-year-old in the fucking head? Her parents... This is the shit... Black parents can't drive down the street. In Chicago, black parents can't drive down the street. We do a ton of stories with people driving down the street in Chicago and get shot. Just driving down the street and their car gets shot up. That happens a lot. That happens so often. And to non-gang members. To non-gang members. To non-gang members. So often. So often, this happens to non-gang members. Shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy. He said they at least don't kill civilians. Them motherfuckers, half the people they kill are civilians. From my estimation, of all the articles I've read, of all the accounts of the crimes, I'd say half the people they kill is gang members and half of them are civilians. What's up, everybody? Everybody hit the like button as you join. And that story where they killed the 3-year-old, that's not getting no play over YouTube. I don't see nobody talking about that on YouTube, where the 3-year-old was killed. I don't see nobody talking about that on YouTube. Niggas is worn out. These Chicago niggas wore niggas out. They wore niggas out.
A terrifying crash caught on camera in Brooklyn. A truck plows into diners eating outside in Sunset Park, injuring several people.
Their tables set up in an area to accommodate outdoor dining during the pandemic. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger at the scene tonight. Josh?
Yeah, Joe, with about 9,000 restaurants across the city now approved to open up in some part of the street, you have to think this was bound to happen. It was pretty scary, though, this pickup truck coming up this way on Fifth Avenue when it suddenly veered into the enclosure here at the parking lane. We can show you surveillance video taken from inside this cocktail bar looking out. The place is called Loren here in the Sunset Park section of Brooklyn. This happened just around dusk last night. The fire department says, fortunately, there were only 3 minor injuries to people who were here enjoying a cocktail outside last night. So few injuries and so minor, possibly because the city is now requiring restaurants to put up these 6-inch thick planters or barricades to provide a buffer between traffic and the diners, but still, it was pretty scary.
I honestly never thought any of this stuff would happen. You know, we built the barrier pretty tough, to where if it does happen, be protected. Extremely fortunate for everybody. The guy driving, that would have been terrible for him to actually seriously hurt someone. Would have been terrible for everyone. Everybody pitched in and helped too. Wouldn't have been able to come out of that without everybody's help.
It was really good luck that nobody was seriously hurt. The driver, we're told, was a young man about 20. Police say he was operating that vehicle without a license, and actually the owner here says he tried to pull away right after this happened, but the owner and some other people flagged him down and stopped him. He was charged with driving a vehicle.
This is very.
It was really good luck that nobody was seriously hurt. The driver, we're told, was a young man about 20. Police say he was operating that vehicle without a license, and actually the owner here says he tried to pull away right after this happened, but the owner and some other people flagged him down and stopped him. He was charged with driving a vehicle.
The motherfucker ain't had no license, and he tried to leave the scene. The motherfucker ain't had no license, and he tried to leave the scene, and he was 20. It probably was a goddamn Victor Creed. It was a Victor. It was a goddamn Victor. Goddamn young African American liberal. Salute, Thomas. Thomas with the mega donation, man. Salute. Salute, Thomas. You the GOAT for that, man. Appreciate you. Salute to you, man. I seen the funeral shooting footage. I seen that. I'm gonna get into that in a little bit. The funeral shooting. But this motherfucker ran into these people. This 20-year-old driving with no license and tried to leave the scene. You say you assume was a Latino? It could have been a Latino. I can see that. If it was a white kid, we would have heard about it. We would have heard about it. That would have been the first thing they told us. So we know it wasn't a white kid. Trump. Trump.
Find your path to success and stay close to home at Governor State University with 64 degree options in our award-winning dual degree program incoming from
Robbie, President Trump spent much of his help is on the way announcement.
freshmen and transfer students alike can start or continue their bachelor's degree safely. Learn local at Governor State University.
Robbie, President Trump spent much of his Robbie, President Trump spent much of his help is on the way announcement this afternoon, zeroing in on Chicago tolls and killing records sad and broken here. Although not calling out any Chicago leaders by name, he described deadly policies and deadly politicians as responsible for out-of-control crime in numerous U.S. cities. Some of the recent Chicago shooting video and what you are about to see could be disturbing.
Perhaps no citizens have suffered more from the menace of violent crime than the wonderful people of Chicago, a city I know very well. At least 414 people have been murdered in the city this year, a roughly 50% increase over last year.
And with that, the president unveiling a surge of hundreds of federal officers from the FBI and other agencies will descend on Chicago, as he said, to end the bloodshed. As the I-Team...
These people should be seen as fucking heroes. This shows you how fucking detestable liberals are. These people should be seen as fucking heroes. These men and women that are going in here to fucking take on these fucking savages, and like Victor Creed made a good point earlier, which is very odd. Victor Creed made a rare good point earlier. These Chicago niggas ain't gonna back down. These Chicago niggas not gonna back down from these motherfucking feds. It's on. Them Chicago niggas ain't gonna go into the hole and hide, and you gonna hear, oh, if there's been no murders in 2 weeks. Them niggas still gonna be out there doing what the fuck they do, like nothing, like they gonna act like nothing is going on. They gonna act like it's a normal day. These women, these men and women, that these federal officers are brave. They should be commended. We should be throwing fucking parades for them, but this fucking liberals done fucked up the fabric of this country so much that we look at these people like they're villains.
Reported 2 days ago, this is the same thing that the Department of Justice is doing in Kansas City after a 4-year-old boy was murdered there, known as Operation Legend. For Chicago, the timing this afternoon is less than 24 hours after 15 people were shot and wounded during a funeral firefight here on the South Side. The gunshots distinctly heard on security.
That's all women standing outside, man. That's all fucking women. They shot up a crowd of fucking women.
Is less than 24 hours after 15 people were shot and wounded during a funeral firefight here on the South Side. The gunshots distinctly heard on security video, at least 60 of them, according to police.
This rampage of violence shocks the conscience of our nation, and we will not stand by and watch it happen. Can't do that. The citizens of Chicago are citizens of America, and they have the same right as every other American to live in safety, dignity, and peace. No mother should ever have to cradle her dead child in her arms.
Governor Pritzker says he spoke with the head of the FBI in Chicago today.
I welcome legitimate resources from the federal government to reduce violence and help our residents stay safe. But it's this other thing that's going on where people are wearing camouflaged uniforms with no idea.
Oh, shut the fuck up, you pussy. But always all this shit about some fucking but it's this other stuff. Listen, it's a messy job. It's a messy job to fucking deal with fucking gangs and shit, especially gangs like the ones in Chicago. You already criticizing them before they started. This is terrible leadership. Terrible leadership. To be bitching and moaning before the shit even start. Like acting like they supposed to come in there and fucking be fucking Daffy Duck and Mickey Mouse and fucking Goofy supposed to go in there and fucking clean up Chicago. Goddamn Andy Griffin and shit and Barney Fife. They gonna have to use some tactics. They gonna have to use some tactics, and this dude bitching about them already before they even start.
Pritzker says he spoke with the head of the FBI in Chicago today.
I welcome legitimate resources from the federal government to reduce violence and help our residents stay safe. But it's this other thing that's going on where people are wearing camouflaged uniforms with no identification about who they are, claiming to be protecting federal buildings when in fact they're going blocks and blocks away from federal buildings to do things like throw people into vans and arrest them without telling them why they're being arrested.
Governor referring to Portland.
Whose side is he on? Like literally, man. Whose side is this dude? I can't tell. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be bang on him because he's a liberal. I can't tell whose side he's on. He sounds like he's on the fucking gang side, man. He's bitching about what they can't do. Or what. I would say do whatever the fuck you gotta do. I would send that message out there so the gangs would be like, oh shit. So it's one message. It's one message. Do whatever you gotta do. This motherfucker he coming behind. It's like the gangs can literally treat them like mom and dad. You go ask dad, can you go outside? Dad say no. Dad go to work. Then you ask mom, can I go outside? And she say yeah. When mom really supposed to say, well, what did your dad say? This is terrible leadership. If anything fucks it up, it's gonna be shit like that. These motherfuckers bitching about what might happen to some gangsters and shit. Some gangsters might get their rights violated. Oh my God.
Oregon, a few minutes ago at Chicago City Hall, Mayor Lori Lightfoot weighing in on the president's plan and his pointed announcement.
That's not democracy that we saw unfolding on the streets of Portland as a result of this federal action. That's what we call tyranny and dictatorship. And we are not having it.
Bitch, what the fuck are these people talking about? Look, feds, do whatever you gotta do. 418 people have been murdered in my city. 418 people have been murdered, and it's June. It's June 22nd, and 418 people have been murdered already this year. A 3-year-old girl got shot today. She's in the head. She's in fighting for her life. 14 people got shot at a funeral last night. Do whatever you have to do. Instead, these motherfuckers are bitching and moaning already.
To be protecting federal buildings when in fact they're going blocks and blocks away from.
These motherfuckers sound like they're on the gangster side.
to reduce violence and help our residents stay safe. But it's this other thing that's going on where people are wearing camouflaged uniforms with no identification about who they are, claiming to be protecting federal buildings when in fact they're going blocks and blocks away from federal buildings to do things like throw people into vans and arrest them without telling them why they're being arrested.
Governor referring to Portland, Oregon. A few minutes ago at Chicago City Hall, Mayor Lori Lightfoot weighing in on the president's plan and his pointed announcement.
That's not democracy that we saw unfolding on the streets of Portland as a result of this federal action. That's what we call tyranny and dictatorship. And we are not having it in Chicago.
Hold on. Where was all this tough talk for the murderers? She don't talk this way to the killers. She got all this bass in her voice for Donald Trump and the feds. She don't never talk that way about the gangsters and the killers killing the kids and shooting women and shit. She don't never talk to them with that much bass in her voice.
Throw people into vans and arrest them without telling them why they're being arrested.
Governor referring to Portland, Oregon. A few minutes ago at Chicago City Hall, Mayor Lori Lightfoot weighing in on the president's plan and his pointed announcement.
That's not democracy that we saw unfolding on the streets of Portland as a result of this federal action. That's what we call tyranny and dictatorship. And we are not having it in Chicago.
United States Attorney from Chicago, John Lausch, was at the White House for the announcement and says the surge of federal agents will, as he put it, increase prosecutions of trigger pullers, drug traffickers, carjackers, and those who illegally traffic, use, and possess firearms. The other city immediately getting help, Albuquerque, New Mexico, where murders are at a record pace there.
I hate liberals. All this gangster tough talk for fucking Trump.
The Chicago Park District taking the first step to rename Douglas Park amid backlash over its namesake's ties to
all this bass. Salute, Josue. Appreciate you, bro. All this tough talk. All this tough talk for fucking Trump. And then they want fucking midnight basketball and rec centers for the fucking murders and shit. Give me a city, man. Nightly News of the Arc Nation News. You can choose the only interactive news program on YouTube. Support the channel via PayPal, via the Cash App. Hit the like button and give me a city. Charlotte. Oh man, it's another city where it's on a record pace for murders. It's another city on a record pace for murders. Every city's on a. I didn't even know Albuquerque. Albuquerque's on a fucking record pace. Albuquerque. These fucking liberals have fucked this country. They fucked this country. 3 charged after woman shot to death inside of a car at a shopping center. 2 men and a 16-year-old boy have been charged after a woman was shot to death inside of a car Tuesday evening in a Charlotte shopping center. I already know it was some niggas. When it's 2 men and a 16-year-old rolling together, when it's some men hanging out with a fucking 16-year-old, you know that's some niggas. It happened just after 5 p.m. on West Creek, Sugar Creek Road near Mallard Creek Road in Dorita. Officers said they were called for reports of an armed robbery in the parking lot of the shopping center. When they got there, police found 27-year-old Katie Eckert, a white girl, Katie Eckert. Give me a race on Katie Eckert. I'm going to say she a white girl. Katie Eckert. In a parked car. She had been shot. She was taken to a hospital, where she later died. Police said some sort of altercation led to the shooting, that there were 2 other victims in the case, but they are both expected to be okay. Alright, here go the main event, y'all. On Wednesday, police said they had arrested 22-year-old Marquez Williamson, 25-year-old Bricard Washington. Give me a race on these guys. Give me a race on Marquez Williamson and Bricard Washington. Give me a race on Marquez Williamson and Bricard Washington. So do white people get to protest? Do white people get to protest? Do white conservatives get to protest? Because we know the liberals, they don't give a fuck about this shit. Williamson, Washington, and the teen have been charged with murder, 3 counts of attempted robbery with a dangerous weapon, and conspiracy to commit robbery with a dangerous weapon. The teen was also charged with 3 counts of malicious conduct by a prisoner. The shooting death was the second homicide that happened Tuesday. CMPD said the violence has to stop. We've got societal systems that are on the ground to a halt. We have societal systems that are ground to a halt, working on a partial basis, you know, Major Ryan Butler said. Courts aren't working at full capacity. Jails are limited on what they can do. Magistrates are limited on what they can do. So it's beyond any one single member or system of society. But what I need is for everybody to not be okay with this. I need the city of Charlotte, Mecklenburg County to be upset. I need them to say this is not okay. Several people have been detained, and police are not looking for any additional suspects. Man, it killed that white girl, man. That was a white girl, Katie. Killed Katie, man. Whack Katie out. Whew. See, when you white and you take the police on a high-speed chase, they put your face all in the fucking paper. This guy face all up in the paper for taking the cops on a high-speed chase. You ain't see none of them niggas' pictures that killed that fucking woman. Old trashy ass white boy. Damn devil. Devil. If he had some melanin, he'd be more empathetic. God damn. 3-year-old killed. I got a story I'm gonna go to after this, but I want to look at this. 3-year-old killed at an incident in Columbia apartment complex. God damn. It's not safe for children out here, man. It's just not safe, man. It's not safe. This is South Carolina. A child has died in a shooting at an apartment complex in apartment complex. So it was a fucking niggas in Columbia on Wednesday night. The Richland County Sheriff's Department confirmed they were called around 6 p.m. to Wyndham Point Apartments on Brighton Hill Road. That's off Park Lane Road near the interstate. Deputies said family members had rushed the 3-year-old child to the hospital by the time they arrived. Someone on the scene told RSCD the child accidentally shot himself. Oh my God, okay. Whatever. Child accidentally shot himself. Okay. Whatever. Oh my God. All these cities are fucking cesspools now, man. God damn. Letting all those people out of jail because of COVID. A shooting in West Charlotte leaves one man dead and another seriously hurt. Just fucking murder. I want to show y'all a story right quick before we get to go too far further. Oh yeah, she's doing great, man. My wife's doing great. I'll get you your emails after this. Yeah, she's doing great. Everybody, yeah, she's doing great. She's doing great. Great. Baby moving around. Everything's great, man. Everything is great. You had 1-year-old twins shot. One killed while sleeping in home during a rash of Ohio homicides. Just think about this. Canton. How many of y'all know Canton, where the fucking NFL Hall of Fame is? Canton, Ohio. Where the NFL Hall of Fame is. One-year-old twins were shot. One was killed. Think about that. Think about that. Just think about that, man. 1-year-old twins were shot. They were sleeping in the house and someone on the street was shooting. Some niggas on the street was shooting at each other and the fucking bullet went through the house and shot both the twins. In Canton, Ohio. In Canton, fucking Ohio. Oh yeah, your husband used to live. Yeah, Ohio's rough, man. Everywhere niggas is rough. Just let's not even say Ohio's rough. Where the niggas live in Ohio is rough. Youngstown, Akron, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Toledo. Wherever niggas live in Ohio is rough. Ohio's the beautiful, very nice place to live if you stay away from niggas. If you're not around niggas, Ohio's beautiful.
I select 20 Volkswagen today. And for the next 6 years, you won't.
Yeah, Ohio is not all bad.
Pay a single cent in interest. 6 years.
God damn, the fuck? You say Ohio's a shithole of a state?
Interest-free payments. Click, call, or come by today.
Yeah, niggas. But there's only the niggas areas in those cities. It's only the nigga. Oh shit! I did all that shit and they ain't even fucking play the shit. But anyway, here we go. I'll read it. Police are investigating a rash of homicides that happened in Canton, Ohio.
Massive criminal enterprise is how federal investigators describe it, comparing the...
And I did my research on Canton earlier. Their mayor is a white, spineless, liberal cucktard. Okay? Their mayor is a white jellyfish. Spineless white jellyfish. Fucking Democrat. Police are investigating a rash of homicides that happened in Canton, Ohio over 24 hours. One involving 1-year-old twins. He said for some massage. Nah, she like foot rubs, man. Salute. She like foot rubs. So I have to I have to get some oil for her feet. I'll tell her you got got her some massage oil. Yeah, take that job in Maine. Get the fuck out of New York. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. There's poor white trashy areas in fucking Ohio where there's a lot of meth, a lot of stealing, a lot of drugs, a lot of domestic violence, a lot of bar fights. But you know what there ain't a lot of in those fucking areas? It's a lot of bar fights. A lot of backstabbers. A lot of fucking robberies. A lot of thefts. A lot of shoplifting. You know what it ain't in those areas? Ain't a fucking lot of murder. Murder's niggas. Niggas, when you got niggas around, there's gonna be a lot of murders. Period. In the story. Like this. Canton, Ohio. A rash of murders in Canton, Ohio. Democratic. Fucking mayor. Ace Lucas and his brother Arcel Lucas were shot while sleeping inside a home around 2:30 a.m. Wednesday. According to a press release, both were taken to local hospitals. Ace died and Arcel had non-life-threatening injuries. In another homicide, Ronald Pleasant, 31, and Khalil Hall, 21, were both shot. Give me a race on Ronald Pleasant and Khalil Hall. So they were shot earlier they were shot earlier on Tuesday. Yeah, Khalil Hall, you're definitely a white boy. Khalil's definitely a white boy. you know Khalil the cracker. I tell you, man. I'm telling you, man. It's hopeless. It's a hopeless situation, man. People keep asking, is there hope? Hell no, there ain't no hope. Something wrong with his mind. Something wrong with his mind.
Social distancing. We've been doing it since, well, forever. Visit our safe and stylish store to shop for your home. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Night in Canton. Police there are investigating 3 homicides that all occurred in a matter of hours. One of those killed a 1-year-old baby boy. News 5's Tracy Carlos on that story.
Toys scattered in the yard of this home on Clarendon Avenue Southwest in Canton tell the story of happier days, something neighbors like this woman, who does not want to be identified, remember seeing all the time.
Always seeing the babies over there playing. I'm just little guys.
Now, yellow crime tape surrounds the house.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
A mother pleading to 911 for help for her twin boys. Canton police tell me Ace and Arcel Lucas were inside this home, asleep on the couch around 2:30 this morning when someone riddled the home with bullets.
It sounded like a loud motor, and I thought, you know, somebody's car blew up, because then I heard it after the motor sound. All I heard was like a machine gun.
By the light of day, BCI investigators were collecting evidence from inside and outside the home. Canton police examining surveillance video, talking to neighbors, and asking anyone who may have any information to call. Detectives have been working around the clock to catch a killer.
You want to solve it. You want to find out who took this, or how callous, if this person is callous enough to do something like that, what else can they do? So you really want to get them off the street.
Both baby boys were rushed to the hospital. Ace died, but his brother Arcel, he is expected to be okay. In Summit County, Tracy Carlos, News 5.
That baby gonna go back home and be like, hey, where's the other little thing, man? The baby don't understand nothing. Baby gonna be like, where's my buddy at? He gonna be like, where's my brother at? The baby gonna be like, where's my brother? Niggas are savages, man. Savages. Confessions of a former bastard cop. Confessions of a former bastard cop. I may have to read that on my personal time and maybe do a video on it. Probably some cops mad that they didn't do enough when they were on the streets to fucking help these fucking poor ass black people that getting killed all the fucking time. What the fuck? Just look at this shit. These niggas not only shot up the funeral, but they hit a U-turn and ran and went back up the street These motherfuckers shot the shit up, did a U-turn, and came back the other way shooting. Okay? What's up, Bird Nation? These niggas shot the shit up, did a U-turn, came back the other way shooting into a crowd of motherfuckers they had never seen before. Because the dudes they was beefing with, the gangsters that they was beefing with, that guy's dead. That guy's in the casket. The dude they were beefing with is dead. Broad daylight savagery. These motherfuckers don't care. They don't give a fuck. Give me another city, man. Give me another city, man. Nightly news with Arc Nation news you can choose. Yeah, this shit is... And they got melanin. They supposed to be compassionate. That's the sad part about it. That's really the sad part. The fact that these motherfuckers got melanin. They wasting it. They wasting their melanin, man. Hold on, let me see if I can move from right here. Oh shit, let's spot it out. They wasting their melanin, man. Hate to see motherfuckers just wasting their melanin like this. I hate to see motherfuckers just waste their melanin. Ain't nothing like what a waste of some good melanin. What a waste of some good melanin, man. I tell you, man. Listen, this shit is gonna go on forever, man. As long as niggas is around, this shit gonna happen. This is part of the Negro experience, man. This is part of the Negro experience. That's the sad part about it. Like, this is part of the Negro experience. This is part of being a nigga. As long as I can remember, murder and shit like this is part of it. This is part of it. This is part of it, man. Alright, Vic, where do niggas live and it's not like this? Vic, give me the place where niggas live. Give me the place where the black community is not like this in America. Give me the place where it's not like that. Give me the place where it's not like this. Give me the place where it's not like this. Quickly too, Vic. Quickly too. Don't take all fucking day. Give me about 5-10 examples. Since you got or one. Give me 1 or 5 or 10 examples of places where niggas live in America where it's not like this. Quickly too. Cause you jumped yourself out there. So just rattle them off, Vic. You said you lived in the area of West Philly where it was like upper class black. You talking about Wingate? You talking about Wingate? I've been to a neighborhood in Philly called Wingate where it looked pretty decent, but everything around it was ghetto as fuck. Give me another city. Give me another city, man. Give me another city. So, Birds Nation, do you know for a fact that there's nothing going on around there, or do you just roll through there and it look nice? I'm not talking about places that might look half decent. I'm talking about where fucking young people are shooting people and shit. Or Bowie, Maryland. Bowie, Maryland is decent. Don't get me wrong. It's not like a lot of murders out there, but it can get sketchy in the parts where the niggas live at. I go to Bowie sometimes, man. That's my neck of the woods. Bowie is right outside of DC. I go through there sometimes. My parents live in Maryland, but they don't live in Bowie. My cousin lives in Laurel. I go to Laurel a lot. There's some nice areas where niggas are at. I will give you that. Where niggas are at, and it's not much crime. But the thing about it is that, like, niggas are accepting of the crime. So, like, even if niggas aren't, like, committing crime, they're facilitating and fostering it. Niggas ain't, like, fucking, like, this shit ain't going on in my town. Like, niggas be worried about the fucking cop. Like, anybody talking about police brutality is a fucking don't care about their safety of their neighborhood. I don't give a fuck if the police kick these niggas' asses. I don't care. Older black people, that's true, yeah. Facts. Older black people be having some safe neighborhoods, that's true. I'll give you that. But I don't care if the police beat up one of these niggas. I don't care if the police shoot one of these niggas. I don't care if after he ran and through the alley and got tired, he put his hands up and they thought he had something in his hand. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care if he was fighting with them and then he stopped fighting, but the cops still shot him. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, homeowners matter. That's true. Places where black people own their homes are usually more safer. Yeah, that's true. Renters are not invested in the community, and a lot of single moms. Them damn single moms. And I don't mean to blame the single mom, because see, my thing about single moms is different. I'm not here to blame single moms, like, cause the fuck, like, the man not there. What's she supposed to do? Just stop living and shit? Just stop raising the kid? The fuck? The man's not there. Okay? The man's not there. Alright? She gotta keep going on. She gotta keep going on and on and on. But that being said, single mother homes are still, I can sympathize with single mothers and understand their plight and see what they go through and still say, look, it's a shitty fucking outcome. It produces shitty kids and it produces shitty neighborhoods. Even though I understand that the women, look, that's the situation, that's the hand they dealt, or the hand they dealt themselves. Even if they dealt themselves a bad hand, even if they fucked with an ain't shit nigga, they got a baby now, or 2 or 3, and the motherfuckers and they can't, and it's illegal to fucking get rid of them. Yeah, subsidized housing, yeah, low income, all that shit. Give me a city. Nightly news with Ock Nation, news you can choose. The only interactive news program on YouTube. You can support the channel via PayPal or via the Cash App. Mods, post the link. Give me another city. Yeah, it's not the single mothers out there shooting people, for the most part. Single mothers are raising the shooters, but they're not the like ones literally out there doing the shooting. They raise the shooters, but they don't. I don't know if you dismantle the welfare system. A lot of kids eat off that. Having gone to school with a lot of them little motherfuckers, man, you gotta understand how many kids eat off of that. Like, they wouldn't eat if it wasn't for welfare. I wouldn't say get rid of welfare, cause you know the motherfuckers have grown dependent on that shit, and to just turn it off would be cruel. That'd be cruel to just turn it off after generations of motherfuckers been living like they literally, kids won't eat. It's a lot of kids that won't eat if it's not for welfare. They don't have nothing to eat. Mixed income areas ain't gonna work either. Want to tell you why mixed income areas ain't gonna work? It's because it don't take a lot of niggas to ruin the neighborhood. Projects are so bad because it's a lot of fucking single moms. It's like all single moms and ain't shit motherfuckers and poor motherfuckers. But if you do mixed income, you will have good people with good values and strong families mixed in with single moms and fucking bastard babies. And it don't take a lot, man. I'm telling you, man. I done lived in a lot of different neighborhoods, man. It don't take a lot, man. It don't take a lot. Okay? I done lived in a lot of different neighborhoods. It does not take a lot. It takes a few niggas. A few niggas can ruin everything. Because their fucking kids start bullying your kids. And then your kids want to fit in with them. Then they lead your kids down the wrong path. Then you got one fucking Section 8 mother with 8 kids. She got fucking 8 kids and shit. And all them little motherfuckers outside playing. And then they start playing with your kids and the lady up the street kids and turning their kids bad. It don't take a lot of niggas to ruin the shit. That's what I'm saying. And I'm sure white neighborhoods do fucking trailer parks and shit. I'm sure it don't take a lot of ain't shit white people to ruin some fucking, white neighborhood. But the difference is murder. The difference is murder. Okay? Murder. Niggas come with murder. Okay? Niggas come with murder. Okay? Murder. Killing. Shootings at gas stations. Shootings at fucking strip malls. All that shit. Shootings at schools. Shootings at clubs. That shit is niggas. No, they don't. They don't, Tony Watts. They don't. White people do not kill at the same rate. It's 200 million white people in this country. Okay? 200 million white people in this country. And they count for about 2,000 to 3,000 murders a year. There are 40 million black people, and they count for 7,000 murders a year. 7,000 every year. That's not the same fucking rate, dude. It's not. How the fuck is 2 million murdering 2,000 the same as 40 million murdering 7,000? It's not the same rate. You can slice that up any way you want. It's not the same rate. Yeah, he talking about some damn same rate. What the fuck? What does that mean? Why you niggas just be saying shit? You don't know how many people get killed every year in this country? Give me another city, man. Give me a city, Tony Watts. The rape stats are even worse. Niggas be raping the shit out of white women. Which makes sense because if a nigga gets some money, he marry a white woman. So that shows you that niggas really want white women. They really desire, lust after white women. Because if you get money and the first thing you do is go get a white woman, that's showing you that that's what you really want. So it's no surprise that would be the highest incident of rape, black men versus white women. The biggest serial killers are black. The biggest serial killer in this country is a black dude. The biggest serial killers are black. Biggest serial killer, they just caught him a couple years ago. Black dude killed 92 women. 92. And I'm not trying to like bang on black people, but damn, like it's true. Murder in the United States, that's murder. That's our thing, man. The sad part is that we don't run the world. We the most murderous people, and we haven't been able to fucking parlay that shit into anything. That's the saddest part. You would think the most murderous people would be able to parlay that shit into some kind of power, cause murder is the ultimate power move. You're taking a life. That's the most powerful thing you can do. And niggas still have found a way to be on the bottom of everything. To be at the bottom, to be slaves and shit. Niggas are the most murderous motherfuckers on the planet, and they still were enslaved all over the fucking planet. Everybody enslaved niggas. Niggas were slaves everywhere. It's just sad, man. Yeah, niggas were slaves everywhere in the world, everywhere. Not just white people, everywhere. Niggas were enslaved everywhere by every race of people for way longer than white people did it. But yet we're the most murderous motherfuckers. We the most murderous, and we still been enslaved. That shit is just crazy. Yeah. Give me another city, man. Nightly News with Rock Nation News you can choose. Give me a city. Yeah, Arabs don't even give niggas a chance. You can't even have families. These motherfuckers in America have families, a bunch of kids and shit. Fucking shack and shit. Had a shack, a bunch of kids. Arabs, cut your shit off. No anesthesia. Cauterize the wound with a hot coal. But Arabs didn't see blacks as humans though. So that's why they did shit like they didn't see blacks as humans. St. Louis, Arabs don't see blacks as humans. One dead, another injured in St. Louis Galleria shootings. The mall. Niggas shooting at the mall. Shocking.
Very heavy police presence at the St. Louis Galleria. Officers with guns drawn. This after 2 people were shot inside the mall and no gunmen in custody right now. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Claire.
2 people shot inside the mall and no gunmen in custody. God damn. If that ain't the most nigga story you ever seen in your life.
Very heavy police presence at the St. Louis Galleria. Officers with guns drawn. This after 2 people were shot inside the mall and no gunmen in custody right now. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Claire Kelly. We do have live team coverage of the breaking news this afternoon. Right now, we know 2 people were shot and police are still searching for the suspects, but the mall is saying at this hour, police are saying there is no further threat to the mall. Just within the last hour, St. Louis County Police tweeted out this picture right here. This is from inside the Galleria, and they call this this individual right here on your screen, a person of interest in the shootings. Right now, St. Louis County Police giving us an update on the shooting this afternoon at the Galleria. We're going to listen in live to their press conference.
St. Louis Galleria in response to a call for a shooting. Upon arrival, those officers located 2 victims of that shooting. One of those individuals was ultimately pronounced on scene deceased. That second individual was transported to a local hospital for life-saving treatment. As the investigation has continued, what we have here, it initially was reported as an active shooter. That's not going to be correct. As the investigation has been furthered, we have 2 groups of individuals that became involved in a dispute amongst one another inside the mall near the northwest portion of the property. This is in and around the second floor of that property, around a pair of escalators. That altercation escalates into a shooting, and that's when those 2 adult men were shot. The deceased is an adult male in his early 20s, and the other individual is an adult male. I don't have a good age on him yet. He is going to make it. All signs point to that. Do you guys have any questions? Suspects. We've got a group of approximately 3 or 4 that fled the scene. We provided everyone with a person of interest, a photo taken from mall surveillance earlier. Please circulate that. Please contact us or Crime Stoppers with any information on that individual or his whereabouts. We hope to be able to provide more information, more stills and or video as the investigation continues. As you can imagine, we have a lot going on right now. We've got many officers from many different departments that are systematically clearing the property behind us. Stores, the common areas and the areas around it. All of the customers and employees are safe inside. They are going to be released shortly if they have not already. That's a great question, Vinny. What we need to do, we have a lot of people that were in the mall today. We have a lot of people that probably just fled out of instinct, survival, or anything else. And a lot of people that we've probably not talked to yet. We'll need to talk to everybody. Their perspective is incredibly valuable to this investigation. Whatever they heard, saw, or experienced, we need to know about. So if you or your loved one were at the Galleria Mall today, especially in the northwest corner of the property when this incident occurred, please call our investigators, please.
The photo of the person injured, it's not 100% clear. He appears to be holding a weapon of some kind. Is that the case? Do you believe that weapon may have been used in these shootings?
I believe the identification and the apprehension of that individual will be of paramount importance as we move forward. A little while ago, you probably saw a lot of police cars moving around pretty quickly with their lights and sirens. We're fielding some calls for suspicious persons, things like that, of people that loosely match that description. Now, clearly we will weed out any of the frivolous ones, but we need to identify that individual as soon as possible.
Early on, was there a concern that the shooter was still inside the mall? And how did you go about the process of making sure that wasn't the case, while at the same time responding to sightings outside the mall? Because we saw police officers with rifles and search dogs working neighborhoods around the perimeter of the mall.
That's not an easy process. There's a lot going on, but the preservation of life is paramount. Of course, the big concern was an active shooter. That's everybody's worst nightmare, especially in a busy place like this. That was not the case. Ultimately, we believe those suspects fled on foot from the scene, possibly from the Dillards area, in and around Dillards. Once we were able to further...
Yeah, malls... What's up, Motor? What's up, everybody? Malls are old news. Malls are old news, man. But the mall, when I go to the mall here, and when I used to go to the mall before COVID, it was pretty packed. Charges pending for man accused of kneeling on child's neck. I saw this shit on Facebook. Motherfucker, it was a joke, goddammit. I'm sure he wasn't putting pressure on that kid's neck, but he's an asshole for doing it, and he got caught. I don't feel sorry for him. Oh well. You know motherfuckers is all fucking hot and bothered about that George Floyd shit. You trying to troll motherfuckers.
But tonight we want to start with deputies investigating a case of a man apparently putting his knee on a young child's neck.
A photo of the act has been shared all over social media, and we will warn you, some details and images in this story may be disturbing.
I know at 6, News Center 7, Sean Cudahy is live in Clark County. Sean, no charges in this case, but deputies do have a man in jail.
Yeah, Cheryl and James, deputies caught up with this guy at this Clark County apartment complex right here. No formal charges right now, but prosecutors are now involved, and charges could be on the way. In the disturbing photo shared all over social media, the man is placing his knee on the neck of what appears to be just a toddler who appears to be crying, although News Center 7 is blurring parts of the image. A caption of the photo says, BLM now. It appears to be some sort of reference to the tactic used by a police officer in Minnesota in May that killed George Floyd. You can hear on radio traffic as dispatchers sent deputies out today to check on the child.
There was a picture posted on Facebook last night of a baby on the ground and a black male holding the baby down. Another male with his knee on the baby's neck.
The investigation led the Clark County Sheriff's Office to this apartment building on Twitchell Road. A man here taken into custody on a probation violation. Deputies tell me prosecutors are looking to see what they might be able to charge the man with. Deputies telling News Center 7, at this point we are actively looking into it, and we are very early on into this investigation. And we are expecting to learn more from deputies tomorrow. I have the name of the man taken into custody with this in connection with this case. He's in the Clark County Jail right now, but we will hold off on releasing his name until the point when he might face formal charges. Live in Clark County, Sean Cudahy, News Center 7.
Whatever. I don't think they hurt the child. I think they were just trying to be fucking jokesters and shit. But whatever. So you got a shooting at the mall, and this the nigga who did it. A shooting at the mall in St. Louis, and this the fucking guy who did it. Who they looking for? They not looking for no white boy. They looking for this guy. Why is it every time there's a shooting, it's a black person? Why is that? Every time. And when I say every, I know not every time, but every time. Yeah, false proof. Yeah, I'll do that next. I'll do false proof next, man.
Thank you. We are following a breaking situation right now in St. Louis. At least 2 people were shot inside the Galleria Mall, according to police. 1 person pronounced dead at the scene. That person is an adult male. Police are giving an update right now. Multiple agencies have been on the scene since about 1 this afternoon, and officers are searching for the suspects in the area. However, St. Louis police say that this is not
unfucking believable, man. Unfucking believable, man. How you would kill another black man in a mall and be hollering about Black Lives Matter? You kill a nigga. He killed the nigga in a mall. Listen, I killed the nigga in the fucking mall. It could be something that stupid. This should be happening. Fucking Kanye and shit. Kanye. Here we go. Yeah, man. Hit that PayPal. Hit that Cash App, man. Support the channel. News you can choose. Cops killing us, but you don't care about that. Tony Watts, you a troll, man. You a fucking troll. You a goddamn troll, Tony Watts. That nigga talking about cops killing us, but you don't care about that. The jig is up, Tony. Nobody believes that cops is killing you niggas no more. The jig is up. The jig is up, Tony. You niggas overplayed your hand. People used to believe that shit. Now people like, man, that shit ain't happening. You niggas overplayed your hand. Nobody believes that shit anymore. Nobody believes cops are just running around killing black people. Nobody believes that shit. People are asking for more cops now. You niggas went from everyone asking the cops to get off your ass within less than 2 months. Think about how fucking much of fucking losers this community is. This community went from everybody ready to get rid of the police. The whole country basically was ready to get rid of all police. Just get rid of the police, period. The whole institution of policing. Just disband it. Niggas are so fucking murderous and so violent and so that it went from that to we need to send in fuck police, federal troops into black neighborhoods in less than 2 months. This wasn't like at the beginning of the decade, people were calling for defunding of the police. By the time the decade was over, people were calling for more cops. No. 2 months, that shit went from one extreme to the other. In 2 months. May 26th to fucking June fucking 21st. July 21st. From May 26th to July 21st, you niggas went from being able to fucking walk in stores and take anything you want, being able to burn shit down, being able to fucking loot and pillage all over the place, to now people are asking for troops to be sent in the black neighborhoods. What kind of fucking loser do you gotta be to fucking fuck up a hand like that? You was sitting with a royal flush and you said, hit me. You niggas had a fucking unbeatable hand. It was like, hit me. Just think about that. You niggas fucked that money up in 2 months. You niggas had the world at your oyster. The world was your oyster, Negro. Everybody was on your side. Everybody was like, man, that's fucked up, man. Police just going around killing these niggas. For no reason. All the time. Everywhere. Man, send in the feds. In 2 months, it turned like that. That's how violent and debaucherous and demonic and evil your melanated asses are. 2 brothers and a woman are arrested for massacre of 3 best friends over truck deal gone wrong. After following them to their remote fishing spot and shooting each of them multiple times before gorging on McDonald's. Tony Wiggins, TJ, 26, his girlfriend Mary Whitmore, 27, and his brother Robert Wiggins, 21, have been each charged over the deaths of Damon Tillman, Kevin Springfield, and Brandon Rollins. Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd said all 3 suspects are said to have followed the victims after overhearing their fishing plans from Tillman in a local dollar store in Frostproof, Florida on Friday. I heard about that. The guy Tillman, one of the guys who got killed, was in the dollar store talking to the cashier, and he was like, "Yeah, we about to go fishing." And these 3 at the top, they were behind him in line, and they heard him saying where he was going fishing at, and they followed him down there. TJ confronted Springfield over some kind of truck deal before he shot all 3 victims dead. After the killings, the suspects are said to have headed to a nearby McDonald's and ordered 10 cheeseburgers. Now listen to this. The one white guy had 230 felonies. The white guy who killed the killer, the one who shot these 3 motherfuckers, had 230 prior felonies. Okay? Been to the state pen twice. This motherfucker right here, 230 felonies. Thugged out white boy. This is girlfriend. White women love thugs too. This is brother. This motherfucker's 21. This guy right here is 21. Let that sink in. Nah, I don't do the poverty shit. This ain't poverty. These motherfuckers, they lived in a trailer. These people did live in a trailer. They were poor, but he shot these 3 guys out of rage and revenge. His shit had nothing to do with poverty. This has shit to do with poverty. This is about revenge. It was a truck deal. I think him and the guy, the guy bought a truck from him, or something had happened. Some shit went wrong. And he caught up with the motherfucker and killed him and his 2 friends. This the brother. 21-year-old. This shit ain't had nothing to do with poverty. This is fucking revenge. Rage. And I like this sheriff. This sheriff's calling for the death penalty. This sheriff is calling for the death penalty. He said this at the press conference. He wants the death penalty for this motherfucker. He said he wants the death penalty. I like this sheriff. He said he wants the death penalty for this fucker. And I know all the liberals say, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How could he say something like that? All the liberals gasped when he said he want the death penalty for that motherfucker. Oh, Grady Judge? Yeah, I like him. I like Grady Judge, man. He said he traded him a truck for 4 ounces of speed. Turned out to be Epsom. If that's the case, he deserved to get shot. Yeah, community cooperated and it was a quick arrest.
This is the trigger man. This is the guy who directly did the damage. His name's Tony Wiggins. He's known as TJ. He's 26 years of age. This is Mary Whitmore. She's 27 years of age, and she is the girlfriend of Tony Wiggins. And this is Robert Wiggins. He's 21 years of age, and he's the brother, obviously, to TJ. But let me stop for a minute and give you a little history on TJ. TJ is someone who his criminal history should shock your conscience. It does mine. TJ started to be arrested when he was 12 years old. He is currently only 26 years old. TJ has 230 felony criminal charges in his arrest history. I didn't stutter. He had 230 charges in his arrest history. There's a picture of Tony Wiggins. Here's the real Tony Wiggins. He's a thug. He's a criminal.
Could you imagine if he said this about a black man? Could you imagine? Could you imagine if he said this about a black man?
He's pure evil in the flesh.
He called him a thug and a criminal. I'm going to try to see if I can find that on Twitter. Because that shit is not playing right on Daily Mail. Shit never plays right. He called him a thug and a criminal. 230 charges. Felony charges. This motherfucker had 230 felony charges on his docket. And he's 26 years old. Fucking thug. Let me see if I can find that video, man, on here, man. I like that fucking cop, man. You can't play with these motherfuckers, man. You can't coddle criminals and shit. That shit don't work, man. Shit don't work. You want to be friends with the criminals, become a social worker. Don't become a fucking mayor or no shit like that. Last thing you need to do is be a mayor if you want to be friends with the fucking criminals. If you want to be friends with the criminals, become a social worker.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being with us today. I ask that you come here so that we can give you an update. I'm going going to first Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being with us today. I ask that you come here so that we can give you an update. I'm going to first and foremost tell you that we have simply the best homicide team, I believe, in the entire nation. In 11 years, we only have 2 unsolved homicides. And quite frankly, if some friends of those victims would talk to us, we would have 0 unsolved homicides. But apparently their friends had rather these folks be dead than help us find out who the murderers are. But that's a side story. I knew when we sent this investigative team there that they would do everything they could and would more than likely solve this homicide because they are simply the very best. And they did on this case what they do on every other case. They investigated this homicide as if our victims, Damian Tillman, Kevin Springfield, and Brandon Rollins, were their brothers. That's the energy and enthusiasm. They work 24/7 around the clock along with all of their colleagues. And Damian was in the red pickup truck, and the white pickup truck, 130 felony charges. They are someone who his criminal history should shock your conscience. It does mine. TJ started to be arrested when he was 12 years old. He is currently only 26 years old. TJ has 230 felony criminal charges in his arrest history. I didn't stutter. He had 230 charges in his arrest history. 15 convictions, and 2 times to state prison at only 26. There's a picture of Tony Wiggins. Here's the real Tony Wiggins. He's a thug. He's a criminal. He's pure evil in the flesh. He's wild and he's out of control. Mary has 0 criminal history. 0. Robert has 1 misdemeanor arrest. Virtually no arrest. Tony, 230 felony charges. They all are from the Lake Wells and Frostproof area, as was our victim. When we started receiving Crime Stopper tips, and we received them to the point that the call center said we had to bring in extra help. We had people calling from all over the nation about ideas and helping us investigate the crime and what they believed and psychics. But the local tips that came in that were filtered, and there were hundreds that came to us, the predominant information we got was, look at TJ Wiggins from Frostproof. It's not that they had any idea that he did it, but this guy is just mean. He's just violent. He's currently out on bond for breaking a guy's arm with a crowbar during a fight, waiting to go back to trial on other felony charges. This is a guy who they said will just walk up and punch you for no reason, or no reason to you, certainly a good reason to him. You look at the Florida statutes as it appears with criminal conduct, he's got some arrest history. Everything from burglary and theft to aggravated battery to resisting law enforcement officers to battery on law enforcement officers to battery on people that are 65 years or older, the elderly. He's just wild and hostile. And the people of Frostproof said, look at him. But let me tell you, as I introduce you to these folks, and I start through the timeline, what occurred. When our crime scene folks and our detectives were working the original crime scene, what we noticed in the truck, in Damien's truck, and understand when I talk today, Damien was in the red pickup truck, and the white pickup truck had our other two victims in there, Kevin Springfield and Brandon Rollins. Kevin was driving the white pickup truck, Brandon was riding in the white pickup truck, and Damien was driving his red pickup truck. The three of them decided to go to the lake to fish. What's more wholesome than three friends, three close friends, fishing together in Frostproof on a Friday night? And that's what they were doing. But first, Damien stopped at the Dollar General store. And we figured that out because we saw a Dollar General bag in the victim, Damien's truck. And there were things that he'd purchased there. So we went to Dollar General, and I want to tell you, when you look at a professional business that was totally cooperative with us, it's Dollar General. Dollar General always works well with us because, you know, they want good customers and they don't care for criminals stealing their stuff or certainly committing murders. What we saw when we pulled the videotape was Damien standing in line to check out. The person behind him in line to check out is, newsflash, TJ. The person behind TJ is Robert. And we also determined that Mary was in the store. So let's go to a timeline. At 21:56 hours, we call that 9:56 in the evening, Damien is checking out of the store with his product. He is followed out of the store by TJ, who checks out about 15 seconds later. And he's also followed by his brother and his girlfriend. At 10:06 p.m., only 10 minutes later, Brandon, who is now in the white pickup truck, frantically calls his dad and says, help. And I've already talked to you how Dad ran to the scene only to find the massacre at the scene. What we know is that Damien drove directly to the lake from Dollar General to meet his friends, Kevin and Brandon. What we know is that as a result of that, the murder occurred in short order, in less than 10 minutes. So we have all three of the suspects in the store with Damien and checking out 10 minutes before the frantic call for help. So our detectives now confirm that, hey, this guy Tony, or TJ, that we've received tips from, is standing in line with and had a conversation with Damien in the store. We don't have the conversation because there's no audio, but from body language it was not violent or animated. It was just a normal conversation. But our detectives on Monday found our suspects, and they were living on Sarver Avenue in a family compound of camper trailers, and this is in the woods outside of Frostproof, and they were living off the grid. No running water, no electricity. They had some generators. So understand that now we're talking about Frostproof in a rural part of the county. The shooting happened in a rural part of the county, and we literally have to walk the road, and we go down a dirt path through the woods that opens up into a compound off the grid. That's how far out in the woods this is. So our detectives immediately interviewed Tony Wiggins and Robert and Mary Whitmore. Robert and Mary consistently lie to protect TJ. Robert lies to us, Mary lies to us, TJ lies to us. They don't tell us the truth. The only common thread during their interviews, otherwise the stories are all over the place. From different vehicles to where they went.
Yeah.
They didn't go any place. But they agreed on one thing. They went to McDonald's and ordered 10 double cheeseburgers and 2 McChicken sandwiches. That's the only thing. So on Monday we executed a search warrant at the compound. TJ was found to be in possession of 2 shotguns and 2 SKS 7.62 rifles. He's a convicted felon. He can't possess firearms, so he was immediately arrested. Our forensic investigations team found 1 9mm shell casing, 1 at TJ's trailer. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement said from the very beginning, I had 2 conversations with the commissioner this weekend. He's a dear friend of mine. He said, Grady, FDLE's here to do anything you need. And I told you about them chipping in $10,000 to help. And he says, our lab's at your disposal. I called him Monday afternoon. I said, we need to compare some shell casings from the scene to a shell casing at our prime suspect's house. We planned to bring it over in the morning. He said, no, bring it over tonight and let's get started. They brought in people. That's the help. That's the teamwork. What did we determine? The shell casing at the scene, the shell casing at TJ's house were all fired from a Smith & Wesson handgun. And both the shell casing at home and at the scene were fired from the same weapon, the weapon that committed the massacre, in the hands of TJ. So on Tuesday when we got the paperwork,
TJ did that shit. TJ did that shit, man. Liberals online bitching. Donald Trump is desperately hoping that he can provoke conflicts and violence between his secret police and protesters in order to boost his re-election chances. Oh, God. When this happened in Nazi Germany, no one acted to stop it. The rest is horrific history. They always on the criminal side. Liberals always are on the criminal side. They always take the criminal side. At least we don't have a fascist dictator hunting people down with secret police when we can't leave the country. Oh wait, Gestapo Trump. If we pay attention to history, she reminds us that populations don't become monstrous overnight, that nations don't abandon humanity in a single moment. There's always a pattern. We're seeing it now. Hashtag Gestapo Trump. But Black Lives Matter though, right? What happened to Black Lives Matter, man? So this is Portland, I guess. This is Portland. And this is all the police's fault. The protesters don't have nothing to do with this. This is all the police fault. Hold on. God damn it. This is all the police's fault. Oh, damn. And yeah, these peaceful protests, and nobody's supposed to do anything about this. Look at all the graffiti. Look how fucking thuggish, and they done fucking graffitied up everything. Facing off against Trump's goon squad, we have Green Berets, Navy vets, Marines, moms, religious leaders, high school and college students, as well as activists and community leaders. It's all of America against Gestapo Trump. Oh my God, what's wrong with these people, man? What is wrong with these people? They think, what the fuck they think they in the fucking reenactment of the Roman fucking Legion? The fuck? What's wrong with these people, man? Why don't these people go home, man? Right, Braveheart. Right. This shit look like... Right, that shit look like fucking Braveheart. That's one of my favorite movies, too. But god damn, what's wrong with these losers, man? Take your ass in the house. These are thugs, man. These are fucking thugs. These crackers are thugs. And it's time you dealt with them like thugs. This is thuggishness, man. This is completely unacceptable. This is 55 straight days of this shit. That shit. I ain't gonna lie, man. I wouldn't want that shit in my city, man. I would, man, take that shit somewhere else. If Trump really cared about violence in America, he'd ban high-capacity magazines. Listen, the people who are shooting people in the streets of these cities are not getting their fucking guns legally. They're illegal guns. All these black lives that these people claim to care about, these are being killed with illegal guns. It shows you how out of touch these crackers are. Talking about some banned high-capacity magazines. That ain't gonna save nobody's life in Chicago or Atlanta or Baltimore. That's not gonna save one life in Baltimore. When Trump first started locking kids and babies in cages, we should all expect it's a matter of time Gestapo Trump would start state-sponsored kidnapping. It's all lies. Ain't nobody been kidnapped. You fuckers were arrested. You weren't kidnapped. You were fucking arrested or detained. These fuckers are evil, man. These are some evil people, man. They hate this country. These people hate this country, man. The hate they have for this country is visceral, too. It's a deep-seated, visceral hate.
Now, the problems with doing this. Problem number one, I do not understand how a federal law enforcement officer can arrest someone, put them in a government vehicle, take them away without probable cause. I do not understand that. Problem number two, if the mayor and the governor and the entire congressional delegation of the state are saying, don't come here, I'd have to stop and ask exactly what I am doing. Problem number three, you made reference to this, would deploying such a force, heavily armed, in camouflaged gear, like what you see right now on the screen, if you deploy them, is it going to inflame tensions? Is it going to be unduly provocative and make the situation worse, not better? And problem number four, and I used to talk to DHS component leadership all the time, let's not engage in controversial one-offs that will have the ability to undermine and compromise our core missions across the Homeland Security Department. And so I see a number of problems with this, and I think people should be upset. It does, Rachel, smack of a political tone to it in an election year. The Richard Nixon 1968 Law and Order playbook on steroids.
No, it's not a political move. It's you motherfuckers are lawless. And we coming to take your asses, to bring your asses to heel. Fucking liberals are so fucking evil, man. All they do is lie. All they do is lie. These people are evil.
Protesters of Black Lives Matter movement, please hear me. I believe we are walking into a trap. And it is a trap that has historical precedent. Listen to me. In 1933,
this white lady, this fucking dumbass white lady. Bitch, go somewhere and cook somebody some dinner. This woman belongs in the fucking kitchen. The fuck is she doing?
Hi. Protesters and Black Lives Matter movement, please hear me. I believe we are walking into a trap. And it is a trap that has historical precedent. Listen to me. In 1933, Hitler was chancellor. He was not yet dictator. February 6th, he introduces censorship. February 27th, with elections looming as they are today, the Parliament building is set on fire by protesters. Historians know it was not protesters that set that building on fire. It was Hitler's own party. But being able to pin it on the protesters allowed Hitler to take the dictatorship. And we all know what happens from there. We cannot let this happen in the United States of America. We know that Trump is baiting the public. Trump is baiting us to protest more. He is creating violence. Cops are creating violence. White people are creating violence. And it is being blamed on the Black Lives Matter movement. We are so close to the November elections. We can't let him take our votes away. Stay inside and vote. Hi. Protesters and Black Lives Matter movement, please hear me. I believe we are walking into a trap. And it is a trap that has historical precedent.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. So what the fuck? She the leader of the Black Lives Matter movement? I wouldn't be surprised. These people hate our country, man. They hate America. These people hate America, man. I'll send her to the nearest Blackistan. She might like it. She might like it. Her husband ain't been doing her like that in a while. She might like it rough. She might like being sent to the nearest Blackistan. She won't like it until she don't like it. That's how it is. That's how it is. She won't like it till she don't like it. That was bad audio in that, but them black people was like, hell yeah, send them fucking troops in, man. Salute, man. These people hate America. God, they hate this country. They hate our country. They hate our country. What do these people do all day? They just do this shit all day? They don't have nothing else to do? These are horrible. These are horrible people, man. Just. And they play the victim. They're the ones out here killing people and fucking destroying public property. And they're fucking playing the victim. Oh, God.
Where do you go from here?
Where do I go from here? Well, I want to use my 15 minutes to put out a message to my fellow vets. I also want to use my 15 minutes to try to refocus this whole discussion back to Black Lives Matter as opposed to an old white guy who got beat up, because I don't think I've worth the attention, to be perfectly frank. I think it's a little overblown, to be perfectly honest.
The attention you're getting?
Yeah, the attention I'm getting. I think it's overblown. I'm a private person. I'd like to have my life back. This has turned everything upside down. I got beaten down. I was an old white guy that got beaten down. That's an acute situation, right? Being a black person in this country is a chronic situation.
Yeah.
Every day. Yeah. So no, I didn't get it.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Only fucking problem niggas got is getting shot by other niggas. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Look at these people.
Watch behind you, behind you, behind you, behind you, come on. Shit. Watch out, watch out. Behind you, behind you, behind you, behind you, come on, shit.
And all the troops is out there for no reason, huh? Just because me and old Trump is a racist. Oh my God. Racist old mean old Trump just got these people out here for no reason. Don't feel bad, Bird Nation. I was a fucking liberal for a long time, too. I was a liberal for a long fucking time, man. Don't feel bad, man. I was a fucking one of these shitheads for a long time. Go make me a bowl of porridge, you fucking old ass fucking tramp. Go make me some porridge. The fuck are these women doing out here on these face to face with fucking troops and shit? That's the difference between conservatives and liberals. Conservatives would never have their women out there fucking facing off with fucking armed troops. That's some liberal shit. Take your ass in the house. She in there, my son, you guys cracked my son's skull. So what? Fuck your son. He shouldn't have been out there.
Across the street from the federal courthouse.
Oh, I bet this guy didn't do nothing. So this guy didn't do nothing. They just fucked with him for no reason.
From the federal courthouse.
Good.
From the federal courthouse.
Good. He was talking shit. He was turning around talking shit to one cop, and another cop came and fucking tackled his ass. Good. Good. I love it.
Across the street from the federal courthouse.
Good. I'm glad that happened to him. Good. Fuck that punk. Fuck that punk. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck that punk. Pregnant woman hurt after gunman opened fires. These niggas just be opening fire, man. They don't give a fuck. Philadelphia, the Philadelphia.
And now to breaking news. Police are investigating the shooting of two women in north of Philadelphia, one of whom is pregnant. Let's go live to the scene and Action News reporter Christy Alotto. Christy, what can you tell us?
Well, Jim, it's still an active scene here at 2nd and Ontario. Police say two women and an infant were sitting in the back seat of a car on this block when a gunman opened fire, spraying about 20 bullets into the car. You can see some of those shell casings here on the ground. A 27-year-old woman was apparently hit 6 times, 3 times to the chest, 3 times to the legs. The other woman, 25 years old, who was apparently pregnant, was shot in the elbow. The infant, however, remains unharmed. Now, both of those women were taken to Temple University Hospital. Right now, there's no motive, but police believe the suspect is a male acquaintance of one of those victims, and they also believe that this was not random, that it was targeted. Again, no word on the motive for the shooting or how far along that victim was in terms of her pregnancy, but it's also important to note that this is the second pregnant woman hit by gunfire in less than a week in the city, so anyone with information about this incident is asked to contact detectives. Live here in West Kensington, Christy Alotto, Channel 6.
Savages, man. Goddamn savages, man. These niggas are savages. Okay? They're fucking savages. Let's stop coddling them niggas, man. These niggas are savages. Nightly News with Rock Nation News you can choose. The only interactive news program on YouTube. Make sure you support the channel via PayPal or via the Cash App. All donations appreciated. God. Lord, Lord, Lord. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. God, I hate these people, man. I hate these people more than they hate our country, and that's sad. They really hate our country. Salute, Bird Nation. Salute, man. Appreciate you, bro. These motherfuckers really hate our country, man. These fucking... Federal agents and local police have violated the civil rights of... Shut the fuck up. These motherfuckers out there... These motherfuckers out here protesting and shit for 55 straight days and shit. Then take your ass in the house somewhere. It's a pandemic going on. This shit is disrespectful. This shit is disrespectful, man. It's a pandemic going on. You motherfuckers is out here protesting and shit. That shit is disrespectful, man. That shit is disrespectful, man. That shit is disrespectful, man. This shit is disrespectful, man. To be out here protesting during this pandemic, man. This shit is disrespectful, man. There's a pandemic going on, man. We need everybody in the house staying safe, man. Fuck is y'all doing? God, I hate these people, man. Oh, Portland, and yeah, I can't stream YouTubers. You can't stream other YouTubers' live streams. I'm trying to find what. Let me just put protest in there. These fucking weirdos, man. Oh my God. These fuckers are some weirdos, man. God damn it, what the fuck? These are some fucking weirdos, man. Anybody that would keep doing this shit every fucking day is a fucking weirdo. These motherfuckers are living their second childhood. They're like, this is like fun. This shit is fun to these people. Hit one if you think these people are having fun. I think these people are having fun doing this shit. This shit ain't about no fucking protest. These motherfuckers are having a blast. These motherfuckers having a blast doing this shit. This shit is fun. This shit is fun, man. These motherfuckers are having fun. These motherfuckers, they playing war games. I bet if the cops were shooting real bullets, these motherfuckers know the cops are shooting rubber bullets and tear gas and shit and gas canisters. They're having fun. They would never do this shit in the Middle East. They would never do this shit in China. Would never do this shit in Nigeria. They're taking advantage of the laws in this country, of the freedoms. They're taking advantage of freedom. They're taking advantage of freedom. These people are taking advantage of the freedoms that this country affords you. They would never do this in the Middle East. Right. They're going to be able to say, I was out there. They're only doing that shit so they can say they was out there. These people are fucking... These people are... I hate these people. I want the Pookies to get these motherfuckers. Pookie and Ray Ray, go get these niggas. Go get these white fucking snowflakes, man. Pookie and Ray Ray. The white snowflakes got money. They got cash in their pockets. Make an announcement to Pookie and Ray Ray. All white people you see protesting, they got money in their pockets. That's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta say. The protesters, man, they be having cash on them. The protesters be having cash on them, y'all. That's it. So what? The motherfucker shouldn't have been out there. He got hurt, he shouldn't have been out there. I don't feel sorry for none of these motherfuckers. I don't feel sorry for none of these fucktards. Yeah, they're taking advantage of goodwill, yep. Well, that's what bad people do. Bad people take advantage of you. If you're a good person, if you're kind and you're considerate, or you're giving, or you're good people will take advantage of that. I mean, bad people will take advantage of that. That's one of the traits of bad people, to take advantage of you. If you're kind or you're considerate or you're humble, that's one of the main tenets of bad people. They take advantage. They take advantage of people who are trying to do the right thing. That's exactly right. That's what they do.
Options here. It's going to be the end of the world, or it's going to be the moment we were all waiting for. The line in the history books is going to be, America elected a fascist, and the American people stood up towards in Portland for a long time.
We reached an agreement with the mayor that we would have limited police action.
Whether it's ending racial disparity in policing and society.
I can't think of a better place to be than jail, and I'm here to support the heroes of our day.
Another thing is we have an extreme housing crisis here in Portland.
Why is American citizen living on the street? Why is American citizen without no shelter?
We have progressive neoliberal politicians. They're working for the interests of corporations, banks, and others.
We were playing the hand we were dealt.
We've got folks here who are parking a candidate in our mayor's seat, waiting while our city is in despair, in decline, in turmoil, in crisis.
It's like we've been watching them load a gun and put it to our heads, right?
I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay?
For a movement to actually work and be effective, people have to be willing to die.
We're going to stand against fascism. We're going to stand against racism. We're going to stand against bigotry, xenophobia, homophobia. And we are going to make sure that Portland is going to be a beacon of light in what's going to be a dark America.
Oh, they hate America so much. You can't do this shit nowhere else, though. You can't fucking protest in the streets for 55 straight days and shit. Can't talk about the leader. You can't call the leader names. You can't even call the leader names in other countries. You get on fucking TV or social media calling the fucking leader names. He's the leader. He has all the power. He's gonna fucking make you disappear. It's the only country where the leader won't do no shit like that. Gangs of armed children as young as 10 terrorized Chicago's South Side by carrying out 16 carjackings as Trump and Mayor Lori Lightfoot clash over federal troops being sent to the city. Cops issued an alert after a spate of carjackings in parking lots and gas stations in the South Side area between June 23rd and July 18th. I saw this. Chicago carjackings. Yeah, they not playing. Them kids. Listen, the kids seeing that there's no consequences. Them kids in Chicago are seeing that there's no fucking consequences. So you got 10-year-olds out there now. You got 10-year-olds out there carjacking. Yeah, there's no consequence. You've shown the kids that there's no consequences. You've shown these kids that there's no consequences. So now the kids see everybody else doing crime. Why can't they? Everybody else is doing crime. Why can't they? Think about it, man. The kids like everybody else is doing it. Why can't we? Alyssa Blanchard was so traumatized. Give me a race on Alyssa Blanchard. Alyssa Blanchard was so traumatized after being carjacked at gunpoint last week outside of Calumet Heights home that she's now scared to go outside. Chicago police say a group of children ages 10 to 17 carjacked Blanchard and at least 15 other people since late June, wreaking havoc on Blanchard's generally peaceful Southside neighborhood. Police said shots were fired by the suspects in 2 of the carjackings, but no one was hit. I'm scared to use my garage. I don't feel safe in my neighborhood, said Blanchard, an elementary school teacher at Chicago Public Schools. What's especially painful for Blanchard was seeing her stolen BMW used the next day to carjack a woman in the parking lot of Trinity Hospital, a few blocks from her home. I don't want to have to tell my kids about how some young woman was killed or shot with kids using my vehicle. It was traumatizing, Blanchard, 44, said. They took her purse with $300 in it. Oh shit, she made it worse. She had $300 in her purse. Them niggas think, them motherfuckers, now they so fucking like shit. We can make $300 doing this shit. They ain't never gonna stop. 2 teens forced her to the ground outside the car, but she grabbed onto the door handle and held it until the teens drove off. Listen, I'm not surprised at all. Everybody else is committing crime brazenly in public. A lot of kids not gonna start doing it. It was on the kids. The kids like shit. Everybody else getting away with it. We want to have some fun too.